Hello everyone, doing this again, Last Men on Earth episode review slash recap, and this is episode, whatever, it's episode 30 Years of Science Down the Tubes. I think this is episode 18 in season 2. This is their season finale. So anyways, let's do a quick fast one because it's a commercial. Anyways, recap with Mike. Mike is doing a recap. Phil is packing and going to see Mike or going to find Mike. Carol, she's being thoughtful and lovey-dovey. That's good. So Phil actually tucks the baby and it's quite long and he decides to go thorough, explaining thoroughly. Yeah, from the uncle to what's an uncle to what's a parent to how he was made. And Carol's like, oh, baby's asleep. Like, what the frick? But it's like, just tell him to wrap it up or something. Anyways, Phil knows where Mike went. Tucson. And in a DeLorean, Phil arrives. He found a truck at a house. Mike is in a bed. He seemed very dead because his eyes were wide open. And he just scared us all. He scared Phil. Meanwhile, the last of the cheese. They're eating the last of the cheese, and it was Todd and Melissa said, oh, too bad we have to go without dairy. And then Carol with the ew. Oh my gosh. She wants to make cheese out of her breast milk and from Erica's. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So Gail wants to eat veal. Wanted to just kill that little calf. Melissa is being Melissa, being a jerk, and the calf is acting weird. And there's the drone. Ha! And I'm like, come on, Gail. And she said, I'm not the only one seeing this, right? Nice. All right, so after the commercial, so Phil and Mike are in the attic, and Phil apparently farted in a jar some years ago. Yeah, maybe 1988, and he saved it. So it was kind of like his secret science experiment. Mike was like, it's a failure. It's totally a failure. My stuff dissipated after all these years. So Phil opens the jar, and it seemed at first it was saved. It actually saved the fart, but then Mike actually secretly pooed it, so we have no idea. So Mike started to cough and then he faints. Meanwhile, on the other hand, we have Carol trying to feed the calf with some milk. And, well, people were like, with that drone there, who was it? Who's out there? And Gail's like, I'm happy it was not only in my mind. And she's starting to drink again. And they tried to send a message because it came back. And guess what? Melissa, being Melissa, shot the freaking drone down with a shotgun. What the frick? Yeah, so Melissa's being Melissa, basically saying, oh, we're the survivors. And if they really care about us, they would actually come to us right now with some food, kind of like how it used to go with the whole new neighbors. We bought a casserole. Yeah, that's what she kind of wants. She's still in the old world, which that's what she kind of is. But anyways, Melissa's being Melissa and she's a jerk bag. But anyways, so Phil put Mike in bed. He was out for 3 hours and Phil's now coughing blood. Oh my gosh. But it turns out it was hot sauce. So Phil and Mike has a heart to heart after some jokes were thrown. And well, Mike was like, dude, are you ever serious? So here we go. So he mentions he hates the haircut. He's been secretly, he was acting like he liked it. And Mike said, you're a good actor. And they decide, Mike's like, let's fix that. And so now they shave his whole head off. So now he matches. And of course, meanwhile, the soundtrack of the karaoke song was playing in the background while they were doing it. So now Mike tells the truth and he wants Phil to leave. Phil wants to stay, and then Mike goes off. He's like, you're being so childish. You messed up your freaking life. Well, actually, you didn't really have a life anyways. But yeah, now you're trying to mess up my freaking death. And he's like, well, the only way you were special was when you were the last person on Earth. Ouch, right? Ouch. So Phil is alone outside. Mike goes to apologize to him, and he explained that he was trying to push him away, so he leaves. That's why he said all those things. And Mike actually said he did a great job at making a new society. Yeah, Phil actually brought the society together. So they returned inside, but before they did, they actually found something, and it turns out it was their parents' grave. Yeah, it turns out Phil actually buried his parents. And he also made a gravestone for Mike too. So Mike wants Phil to go. That's his dying wish. He doesn't want him to actually bury him for the second time. So there you go. And now we're back. We're back with the gang and Melissa with a shotgun. And she almost shot Carol, who had the calf with her. And Carol actually pissed her pants. Yep. And oh my gosh, everyone else was like, what the hell is going on? And Erica thinks that Melissa is crazy, which I believe so. She's a jerk and she's crazy. But anyway, she also said Phil is dead. That's what Melissa said. Weird. It's like Mike is dying, Phil is dead. What the heck? Oh, she meant the other Phil. Oh. Well, anyways, Melissa is completely out of control. Maybe she's being overprotective. I'm not really sure about that. I think she's just being paranoid. Well, anyways, Carol made a good speech to actually make her calm down, which was good. So, meanwhile, Phil is going away, and Mike actually sees him off, and Mike actually gave him a gift, his fart in a jar, so they can test the experiment again. And it was the farewell, but before that, Phil actually got a gift for him. It looks like Phil actually is giving up his ball buddies. So no more people to talk to. And yeah, so that's what Mike gets to have, is buddies to talk to. While Phil doesn't get to have that anymore. That was very big of him. So now Phil drives away, and that was kind of touching. That was really touching. We got 4 more minutes to go, folks. 4 more minutes. All right, so Phil is back, and he's sitting by it, and he has the milk bottle for some reason, I guess because Carol has it in there. So Carol says she likes the haircut, and Phil is taking it hard that Mike is dying and he's gone. Carol says she loves him, and he said the same back. And then the calf actually came and started drinking. But Phil has the bottle in his hand, and it's just started drinking. It turns out Carol was trying to make it drink for 3 days, and it couldn't work. And what's even gross is that, ew, Carol allowed the calf to enjoy Gail's vibrator. Ew. Well, anyways, Carol compliments the fact that he actually will be a good dad. And Melissa's actually out there in the window and stalks because, well, she didn't even try to kill, I don't know. She might have tried to. Well, anyways, Gail sees something. She signals Todd and Erica to make sure that one confirmation, the fact of what she's seeing is what she's seeing, because she did kind of had some drinks. And then Phil and Carol was signaled in. Like I told you, folks, I guess right. It turns out the drone belongs to Pat Brown. Oh, fuck. What's even crazy is that, so we remember Pat Brown, don't you? If you don't, there's an episode review for you to look at and listen to. But anyways, for Pat Brown, we didn't see him have any other people in the boat. If they were in the boat, then why didn't they talk to Mike? That's weird. But anyway, so he has 2 more guys, and they are coming to shore with freaking damn guns. I don't know. Maybe it's because of what Melissa just did. Or the other hand, maybe it's because, well, we know what Pat Brown is. Pat Brown's crazy. He thinks everyone who is on the shore is actually deserves to get killed because, well, they're infected. Which, I don't know. I don't know, really. So, yeah, it's very, very crazy. Oh, my freaking gosh. So, when we come back, we'll find out what happens with the group. One thing I'll tell you is that they need to get Melissa out of the stocks. But anyways, this is the season finale. So, I get to watch Game of Thrones now. Yes! And as for season 3, I don't know. I might do the first episode for season 3 and find out what happened with Pat Brown. And then after that, I think it's done because, well, not a lot of people are watching season 2 reviews / recaps. And also, you guys didn't even make it to 1,000, but I'll make the same thing. And also will do a season review too. But anyways, I would say if all of the ones for season 2 gets to 1,000, every single review goes to 1,000, I will continue season 3. But if not, well, I might just do that one off and then that's it. And now I'm going to watch Game of Thrones or something. Anyways, thank you for watching and stay tuned for stay tuned for the season review of the last man on Earth.